Boy, do I have an interesting story for you guys. So about a week ago, I was over at Showtime, a store that I go to every once in a while to pick up pops. And while I was in there, the owner, Mark, had let me know that there was something interesting going on the next week, and he was wondering if we could film for it. Oh, by the way, us being both my friend Nate and I, we were both gonna be there. And so because it seemed kind of interesting that he wanted people to come and film, we were like, whoa, what's going on? And he said that there was going to be a celebrity at the store doing a signing. And so we said, of course we'd like to come by. And he was like, yeah, sure, come on down, why not? And I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was just gonna be like, you know, he was gonna be there, people could walk in and they could get stuff signed, but no, it was a private event. And so there was gonna be about 5 of us there, including the celebrity, and I know that I haven't named him, I'll get to that. Because just like you guys are curious, I was curious too, and I guess I will give you a hint, it's a WWE superstar. And so at this point, Nate and I are ecstatic. We left the store getting excited, plus we had about a week to try to find Funko Pops for this person. Because I did not have any of this person in my collection, so while I was out doing pop hunts this week, I tried to find a couple. And I was able to get 2 of them, actually both in the YouTubers Pick Up My Funko Pops video, and if you guys haven't checked out that one, I definitely recommend it. It was a lot of fun, and I was actually able to get one over at Conspiracy Comics as well as Freak Show Comics, and I don't know if I even showed them in that video, but I was lucky to find them. And so I guess I can tell you the person now. It was Mick Foley. I mean, come on, isn't that cool? And the figures I was able to find were both Dude Love as well as the Mankind and The Rock 2-pack, some really great ones. And so before we were about to leave the store, the owner of Showtime said he would text me as to when he was going to be coming the next week, but it came all the way up to Friday and he hadn't said anything yet. So I texted him and he said that he was still working on a time, and then Saturday came around, nothing, then Sunday came around, and I was getting a little bit nervous because he was supposed to be coming that day, and then finally at 11 a.m. he texted me, hey, he's gonna be here in about an hour, why don't you come down super quickly? And so both Nate and I hopped in the car and we rushed off with our Funko Pops as well as our cameras because he wanted us to film. And because of how short notice it was, we thought we were gonna be late, but when we got there, it was actually a little bit early, and here's some footage.
Down on myself, hope you're doing well. I've been honestly going through hell, feeling trouble, no one to tell. Draws a bullet, same at the bell. If we had met up last the weekend, say the break up just to be friends, I would not call in the best tense. I would not find it for you. I thought we took it slow anymore. I might just break without you. Can't stop thinking about you. She can't help herself at all. She's falling deep in love. Can't give you what you want. My bad, I messes up. Can't barely help myself. I'm falling out of love. Can't give you what you want. My bad, I messes up. Stole my heart, she broke it to pieces. She said I'm married, I picked up the pieces. She left the 3rd time, she had her reasons. I took her back, I had my reasons. Oh no, I can make time, hope you're doing fine. Hurt me when you lie, can you take signs? I can fix that, I won't hurt you. This ain't that, yeah, I do this all for you. I thought we took it slow anymore. I might just break without you. Can't stop thinking about you. She can't help herself at all. She's falling deep in love.
Like seriously, a lot of fun. You can see all the Funko Pops they had, the belts, as well as the pictures. He was signing a bunch that day. And also, if you're wondering how Mick Foley is, he was seriously so nice in person. He actually told us that he dresses up as Santa every year and even showed us a video. Oh, and also, here's a picture of Nate and I with Mick Foley and our Funko Pops. Come on, that's great. And now I feel like at this point you guys want to see the Funko Pops. So I've got both of them inside of this bag, and let's start with the 2-pack because I've got a good story about the other one. And so here it is. It says, have a nice day, and then it's signed Mankind, and you can see on the other side there is The Rock. Like seriously, a crazy figure to own. Oh, and also you guys probably saw the signed sock. That's actually something that Mankind would do, and if you look on the back side, you can actually see it in the picture up here. He's got the sock on his hand. And I gotta say, the signature on this thing looks amazing. We were talking about it at the store. Now we've got to try to get The Rock to sign the other side, but that might be a little bit tougher. Oh, and another thing that I really enjoyed is the amount of markers that they actually had for him to sign with different colors, because he could pretty much pick whatever he wanted. So for this one, he went with yellow, and then the other one, well, that's the cool story. Because for every single one of the Dude Love figures, he signed it in a blue with a red heart. But then for this one, the last one that he did, he's like, you know what, let's do something kind of special. And the neat thing was, the last thing he was signing was my figure. So he said, what's the local team? And then we said Toronto Maple Leafs, and it was white and blue. So instead of doing the blue and red, he actually signed it with those white and blue colors. And I thought that that was just such a cool thing for him to do, and I can't wait to put it with the rest of my signed figures. And also, these right here are my first ever WWE ones. Oh, and I also thought it was really cool that he put a quote along with the signature, and it wasn't just these two here, he did it for pretty much every single thing he signed. Oh, and actually, after we left the mall, Nate and I went over to Toys R Us to see if they had any new figures, and when we went there, they actually had a couple WWE ones. Nothing that I picked up, but I did think it was kind of on topic to talk about it, so if you guys are wondering, that's what they've got. And anyways, getting back to the McFoley stuff, I have never experienced anything like this, so that's why I wanted to bring you guys along on the journey, because when are you ever going to see a video like this again? And well, anyways, everybody, that is pretty much everything for today, and let me know in the comment section below if you've ever got something signed from a celebrity like this. I would love to know. Or maybe there's something out there that you've wanted to get signed by a celebrity, maybe a figure you've had in your collection for a long time. Like, for example, I've always wanted to get a Tim Allen signed Buzz. I think that would be crazy. Just because I'm such a big fan of Buzz, but also I think it'd be really cool to have one signed, and I don't know which one I would do. Probably not my 9-inch Buzz, but I'm sure I would find something cool. And well, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my story today, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow.